Hey guys, welcome to the 6th Godsend progress report. This one has also been a long time in the making. We're coming with a lot of new features and changes, but mostly graphical additions, overhauls, and a few new battle system updates. Updates have been a lot more constant in the Discord server. There is a link in the description. Please feel free to join. We would love to have you. We have weekly dev blogs now, just showcasing weekly progress. If these once in a while progress reports aren't something you're interested in, those are short little tidbits of information that you might like more. Anyways, let's get right into what we've changed, and this time the graphics will be representative of the demo version of the product coming soon. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so next we have some new walking animations to go alongside the sprinting animations. It's nothing groundbreaking really, but there's just the simple walk cycle, and it triggers into the sprint as well. As you can see, there's a little stop animation and a transition. There will be an auto sprint feature, so it's not something you have to worry about too much, but let's get on to the good stuff. So one of the other features I added in the overworld is this automatic camera adjustment system. As you can see, it's sort of changing my camera as I move along through the level, nice and smooth. This is just going to be built in on every level to provide a catered experience in the level, so you don't have to manually adjust camera, have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. I can see it getting sort of annoying at some points, like right here, where I haven't done the full adjustment very cautiously yet, but that's just something I rushed out a little bit, so it'll be finished soon enough. Anyways, let's move on. So maybe you were wondering about the footage in the background. That has been the first demo level of Godsend. Start to finish is now fully complete. Or maybe you weren't wondering, I don't know, but here we are. Anyways, the music you hear in the background is a Godsend track. This is playing in-game, and there's now music added as well. But right here, we're just doing a full run-through, start to finish, of the first level. Graphically speaking, there's stuff that could still be worked on, definitely, but I'm pretty happy with how it's looking now, and I believe that if it stayed looking like this for the demo release, then that's totally fine with me. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking, let the music play a little bit, and just see the rest of the level. So next, what you're looking at now is the new and improved battle scene. I'm viewing this inside the editor, so the quality is a little bit lower than the other one that we were viewing, but this is the new look. I added some fog in the background, particle effects, etc., etc. So this is the finished battle scene, and I'll just overlay a quick before and after, but I'm very happy with how this looks as well, and this should be one of the final looks. Now let's take a look at a few new systems added during battle. Defense. So defensive systems are going to be modifiers to your stats, plus skills that affect how you can reactively defend in combat. So, for instance, if we open our skills here, we can see I've just got a list of parry, dodge, and block. Those are the three defensive skills that we can use. If I throw on this basic sword, it'll upgrade my parry modifier here to 0.8. So let's try taking that into battle. As you can see, I just deflected the attack for no damage. I'm pressing Q right as my weapon flashes, or right as the enemy's weapon flashes. You can see that little flash just before their attack connects. Depending on when you press it, the animation will adjust its length to make it look convincing. If you miss, as in click right before, you will take a hit and be on cooldown. However, there are a few more nuances to this system. So, if we equip a different item, say a shield, look at how much higher our parry modifier is. This time it's 2. The flash occurs much earlier, giving us a much longer window of defense, aka making our reaction much easier. It also changes our animation to a little off-handed deflection animation instead of a main-handed one. But let's take a look at the other options. This funny hat gives me a 2 on my dodge modifier. Dodge being the next defensive option here. If we take that into battle, you can use it similar to a parry. Evade damage at the last moment, In practice, it won't be this good, but it's just doing 0 damage for the demo. The better use is switching tiles. Dodge is the only defensive ability that will allow you to swap tiles while getting attacked. This can be useful for many classes to relocate out of AoEs and other dangerous situations. Reactive gameplay and strategic. It should help a lot for theory crafting and build crafting. Lastly, let's try block. This one is the easier one of the few. I've set my block modifier to 0.8 with the shield and 0.5 with the greatsword, so you can see that different weapons are going to be affecting that differently, same as the parry. But with the shield, I'll throw up the shielding animation, and you can just see I don't have to time it. It's just a toggle that I hold up, and it reduces damage. It does a little animation there. Generally, blocks won't be that effective since they're not something that you have to react for. But if we take this bigger weapon into combat, let's try it out. If we block, we take some damage through the block. This is how it will usually be. For parries and dodges too, you'll still be taking chip damage. But you should note I'm also taking stagger damage through the block. After a few hits, my guard gets broken anyway. Alright, lastly, let's just put everything all together and go through a full combat loop with music and everything. So I'll throw on a sword for the parry modifier, then I'll equip parry and a simple skill, and you'll just see the start and end of a combat loop. No interruptions, no talking, little victory animation and a death animation. Let's go. So that's one other system that I did work on, is the music will now continue where you left off after you leave the battle, so that you can hear the full tracks of everything. Obviously the loading out of the battle didn't look that good. It's not something I've worked too much on, but there it is, full loop. Alright, so that about concludes what I'm going to be going over in this progress report. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and please let me know what you think. I do really appreciate feedback, and I really appreciate if you join the Discord server and let me know there. I'd love to see you there, and I'd love to have more people following the dev blog, seeing the week-to-week updates. But I'd say that's some pretty good progress. Stay tuned for the next one, and thank you for watching to the end. Bye.